Cat Williams has 12. And Cat Williams said, asked Shannon when he was on, well, how many does Faison have? In any case,
Cat Williams. Cat Williams. He's the talk of the town. The guy went in. I'm gonna list the names. I'm gonna list the names. By the way, if you want to check out the video, go to Shannon Shop's Club Shay Shay channel. Very great conversation. I don't want to say interview because he let him talk. He let him talk. And he talked. He talked a lot. He talked about Face and Love. RIP Faison's career after this one. Well, there was no career, but okay. Um, Jonathan Majors. Joe Rogan had a couple of words for Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan invited him to come to the show, by the way, to his show.
did he?
Yeah. We're gonna talk about in the response
Okay.
part, but
Okay.
Joe Rogan wants him on the show because he said Joe Rogan didn't invite him. He's inviting only unfunny comedians. He doesn't invite the funny ones. And Joe Rogan basically said, "You know what? Come to our show. We always talk about you. Come to the show. Maybe we'll get a part two." I guess I need to subscribe to Spotify to check this one out. But yeah, he talked about Martin Lawrence. He basically guillotined Ricky Smiley. There's no Ricky Smiley after this one. Chris Tucker got some heat. Steve Harvey. I always say Harvey. Steve Harvey got his got a gut punch. Diddy also got a sight. Let's say the
His
shots.
parties. Yes, if his famous parties.
Even people that are locked up got mentioned. Harvey W. Steen. Uh, Cedric the Entertainment. He threatened Cedric to get him a gut in the punch. Punch in the gut. Jesus Christ. I said gut in the punch. Ludacris. Ludacris got mentioned. Tiffany Haddish. Michael Blackson.
Stop doing accents, man.
Kanye and Kim. We're gonna talk about Kanye and Kim on the Thursday show. Go check that out. We have a great guest, C. Moses. We're gonna talk about Kanye and also this part real quick. She talked also about Taraji P. Henson. Talked about Nick Cannon. The young comedians coming up, he's very positive actually about the young comedians, which tells me he's in a good place. He's not hating the young and up and coming ones. He's just hating on the people. Well, it's not hating. He's exposing the other people. And those are the people he talked about, man.
Those are the people he talked negatively about.
Not
He
all, by
did
the way.
no well, he did praise he praised Nick Cannon,
Nick Cannon, yeah.
the young comedians, as you said. He also, well, was it a praise or not? Gary Owen.
Gary Owens.
Um
It was a praise, actually. He's praising him for not either bending on forward or bending on the knees.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. And
Yeah.
Gary Owen also responded.
Yeah. So it was a long list and he was going in.
Yeah, man.
It seems as though his main targets were Faison, Ricky Smiley, Steve Harvey, and Cedric the Entertainer. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah.
Like because
You know what?
those were the ones who he kept on coming back to those four.
Yeah. You know what?
Why?
All of them were visited Club Shay Shay.
All of them visited Club
All
Shay
of them
Shay.
had a platform and they were talking crazy, according to that.
Yeah. Well, according to Katt, they were lying, right? They were lying about the truth, bending the truth,
Yeah.
and other things. Well, to be honest, I found it very entertaining.
It
I
is.
watched it twice
Mm.
just to see if I caught everything because the first 2.5 hours is a lot, so you're bound
It's
to miss things.
a lot. It's a lot.
Um, the essence of what he's saying can be summed up if you could summarize what he said in a couple of sentences, it would be that he chose a way to become big independently and started independently and stayed independently, financed his own shows. Up to this day, he's financing his own tours. He's saying that he's been offered, so that's him. He's saying that he's funnier than a lot of people because he just looks at how much people laugh at his jokes in a set versus other people, and they laugh more at when he's in his sets than other people's sets. But that was one part. But the second part was the a majority of the other comedians were not independent, and especially the big ones that we know. He accused them of being gatekeepers. He accused them of being, I
Liar.
mean, if you can, let's say, let me just take the big names right now. Steve Harvey, he called him a backstabber and a liar.
Mhm.
Cedric the Entertainer, he
He,
called
he, he even lied about his airline. But okay.
he lied about his hairline. He said that Steve was saying the same things he's saying to Marjorie, to his previous his first wife.
Yeah, that's true.
Cedric,
Cedric.
he accused Cedric the Entertainer of being a joke stealer.
Mm-hmm.
He accused Ricky Smiley of being a liar, specifically lying about being offered the part of not Smokey,
Money Mike.
Money Mike in Friday, and he was like, "No, I did it. I wrote the script." So Kat was saying, "I wrote the script for Mike. So why would you say that you were offered to it?" Well, Ice Cube replied to that.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. Can I say it right now, or should I wait until
Oh,
later?
we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. He accused, well, Wanda Smith. We know Wanda Smith. Wanda Smith. That's the legendary roast where Wanda Smith started to asking him questions uh, that, according to Kat, was expressed. It was expressly mentioned as topics not that will not be mentioned during the show.
Yeah.
So apparently, Wanda Smith said, "Hey, Kat, we're not gonna talk about these topics." And when the show started, she started asking questions about those
She did
topics.
a 180.
She switched. A chameleon, that's what we call them. Kevin Hart.
Not a 360, by the way, for those who are not aware of the whole. It's not a 360 because if you do a 360, you're at the same point. It's a
Yeah,
180.
yeah,
Just, just, just
yeah.
explain.
Kevin Hart, he accused of being a plant and a gatekeeper.
That's
Tyler Perry, he accused of being a gatekeeper and a
yeah, but
person
also
that is more convinced as a. He said
not
that.
saying woman.
Let me just say this.
Oh
He
my god.
said that Tyler Perry can play the role of a women more convincingly than a man. Tyler Perry can play the role of a man to save his life. And
Also,
Face on Love, he called the hater, saying that Face on Love said it's very easy to get the Netflix special. Cat Williams has 12. And Cat Williams said, asked Shannon when he was on, well, how many does Face On have? In any case,
how many tours?
yeah, in any case, he did praise DL Hughley.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yes,
did
that's
praise Dave Chappelle, Gary Owen for being in
Bernie.
integrity, Bernie Sanders.
What?
Oh,
Wait,
he
Bernie Sanders, Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac, Bernie
What
Mac.
the heck are you talking about?
I were th- they're both
What are you
deceased.
thinking about? Are you a
They're both
commie?
deceased or close to. Uh,
Oh
no,
my god, why did you say that? You're trying to get me canceled.
no.
Oh,
Now, and the young comedians, amongst other,
yeah.
Country Wayne, as who I'm a big fan of, as you know. So it was, but at the same time, KR, to just say that this was a roast would be to take away the impact, so
Im-
the content that was gifted to us, I have to say, in that show, because after the show you get a better feeling, a better idea of how things really function in that sector. I mean, you hear stories, you hear rumors,